Hello, my name is Teresita Blanco, there's his sister, and we're continuing with this attorney trilogy. Huh? I did? Mr. Starr told us something. He said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. And that's all gone now, like drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SNI incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That's my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like bad game of poker. I can't let it go. And that's all there is to it. What kind of a case was it anyway? We heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There's some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, the case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago, the day of our case. And that's right, the evidence transfer. Everyone was talking about the transfer too. Another one may be 2 of the machines in here though. Only 2? There must be dozens. Like I said, Bambina, me machines, well, I like them as much as I like the stuffed cauliflower on my steaks. The easiest ones to understand here are the security cameras. And those are the ones the Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon. And one more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. And there's a card reader by the door. And the card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, a minute, I can show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on the record just now. I've seen the number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that the record is tied to the stabbing. But could you explain what this whole transfer thing is about? We can benefit from some cases in this room, and they're kept under the preceding detective supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the ground vault of the Coral Sheriff's Department. And that's what we call transfer, and we do it every February. I see now. Transfer is like a funeral for all cases, and 2 years after a case is up, it's closed forever, dead. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to the SR9 2 days ago. See, this is a victim's ID card. The one that was in the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Look, the number 4, it is a perfect match. It was just at 5:40, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cars in the world. So when they entered the car, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? So I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. And what did he do? That's the thing, suddenly he put a knife on me. If he had his ID card then, and why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you the ID card record. ID card record added to score record. I got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with the IDs here. and February 23, evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over there. So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can scare me. Eek! Whoa. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I would recommend going around smacking ghosts in the head, pal. So it's true what I heard? Right, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'll get the $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate the room to your heart's desire, knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So chief of police can't. Won't loan anyone $50, even me. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. And just for today, boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're the boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you want to have this. Evidence room floor plans added to the court records. Scene of the stabbing of the detective at the PA. Boss for a day. So Detective Ganchu, you're the boss for the day. And that's right, it's an honor. And I tell the matter to place right here in the police department. But if you're the boss, and why are you all alone? And where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm adamant though, and I'm going to take control and put this case to rest in my own evidence locker, pal. And you have a locker in there too, Detective Ganshu? Haha, of course. I'm a detective after all. And they gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open. I always believe in Mr. Ashford no matter what happens. So Mr. Ashford is with the inquiry committee right now. And they're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in the court here today. And I see. And I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Ashford just can't get away from that case. And that case, the SL9 incident, of course. And that was the beginning of the end for Mr. Ashford. And maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more like a high-tech than you think, and every locker is fixed so only one detective can open it. And using their ID cards, well, that's the same, pal. ID cards can be lost, and why only my third card since entering the force already? And that sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coated with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. And these are the latest models. They are a trick to the handles, you see. The handles. On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, the staff will get shocked. If that was what happened, my hand would have been black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. And there are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Evidence locker added to the court record. Only the assigned detective prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Detective got my note and the switchblade knife. I bet Ashford was the most surprised of anyone because of the SL9 connection. And that was Mr. Ashford's first big case, 2 years ago. And that was the first time the world knew Ashford was a man to be feared. But what would the evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. And maybe there are some loose ends left on the case. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent. So it was murder? A serial killing. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Ashford built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago. And that put Mr. Ashford right on top of the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence. It was supposed to be all cleaned up with a transfer the other day. And it was the last job he ever did. And Detective Goodman, that is. Huh. And what do you mean? Detective Guma was a detective in charge of the SNI incident, see? So that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. That's the victim, Detective Guma's ID. And this has everything, cars and secret numbers. I can never relax. And that's only because you always lose your car. I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? And my face should be my ID enough. And what's the world coming to? Oh, eventually this face recognition is gonna become a thing. Detective Gun should rebel against the system, or visionary of the future. There's something sticking out of here. It looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gun should put this here. There you go, pal, making me out like some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that everything locker was open recently. And how do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. And the guard shits on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gunshot leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. And I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under the trench coat either. If you're going to be behind someone's back, do it right in front of them, pal. Don't do it right in front of them, pal. Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. And that looks like a car door. And there's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. And maybe the guy in the car was some sort of escape artist and he got away. He left one of those human profiles for range testing. And he's been shot square in the forehead. It's better him than us. Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. And what sort of looking fishbowl is this? That's my personal pole. And I didn't get around to using it. And wait, I see somewhere there before. Right, pal, and that's the metal detector. The one that Lance saw encased in Gorlick, remember? Alright. Well, that feels like ages ago. And I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. The sheep-looking box. And you can't judge a person or a machine by their cover, and you gotta look at their heart. Let's slide to the left. Oh, here's funny hand. What's this? Blood. It's a little warm, but there's definitely a handprint here. It looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Right. What if there are other bloodstains left in the room? We should use the testing fluid to check it out. Now close here. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gunshot, perhaps? There you go, making me out like some kind of hooligan. And that's apparently from the case. The case. The SNL pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of the SNI evidence. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever was broken. You wanna try putting it back together? Huh, good luck, pal, and that's no job for amateur. Why I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. And that's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, when this looks like the bottom, and let's try putting the rest in place. I see. Quisiera que pelonde. Ah, well, I think we did it. But some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that for 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Well, some pieces stolen. I bet they're missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. It's kind of an understatement how it got broken. Unstable jar added to the record. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gunshot, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out like some kind of absent-minded detective. And that's evidence from the case, you know. You mean yes or not, it does have a tag on it. Or a glove added to the court records. No, this one's open, and the red indicator light about the light is city. That locker is covered with Detective Goldman's fingerprint. Detective Goldman's locker. And are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'll be really hard to get it open again if we close it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. And what's the silent pain doing here? It says the dawn of time, true art has been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's some blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps wind is the birthplace of the blue badger. Well, you might say this is my studio. Here, in the evidence room. Yeah. Let's have a slap on the face. Alright. I will find another bloody handprint. Why am I getting a reaction here? And there's no reason for the murder to touch his spot if he fled out the door. This might be something significant. Hey, and that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. And what's this? It's called luminol testing fluid. And where do you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow 50 bucks from the chief. And where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I better jot this down on the floor plans. That must be one a massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional, but what's your opinion, detective? Huh. Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien. This proves that something really happened in front of the locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plan. Hey, if you don't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. I guess we're done spraying it everywhere. And here's the benefit and said that he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. Oh, so yeah, that's like, there's a weird splatter mark on the face. February 23, High Prosecutor's Office, Room 12. Well, this place is classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it's still just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, F-Work is not here. I'm sure he's out doing some important investigation. Oh, that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back later. Yeah, chef, I'm not gonna throw out the chef, but it looks like. Hmm. Hmm. The chef back in the boat didn't place much faith in evidence, but the only thing they trusted was their shooting him. This is neither the Wild nor the West, but that and these are two different things entirely. I guess so, huh? I'm lost. It looks like we need some more evidence to get anywhere with it. Oh yeah. I knew it. This is someone's handprint. What? And what's the matter? This locker is mine. Is yours? Please, you have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise to you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. And you do that for me, won't you, pals? And this is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor, pal. I'm counting on you guys. And believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Oh yeah, that scene wasn't highlighted. Now I think we can move on to the next scene. Bueno, nice, easy on the end. Hmm. It's better mode that the gun should I pursue? Not close here. And you have a lot of monitors here. And there's 8 cameras in the evidence rooms, and 1 for each section. Which monitors shows the section where the crime took place. And why Caro before the rain comes is not for a mental, no, unless you're the security guard responsible. And look at the swing, you know, it's just like the one-way saloon. I saw a panel, but we're close here today, huh? And you got along now. I think Officer I really wanted to be a Wild West bartender. I always wanted to say that. And this cartridge is really pretty, must be real. Been keeping your distance from being there and you're liable to get hurt. Billy, the cactus has a name. And you're wearing your cowboy hat on your hand. And my rawhide cow is 10-gallon hat. I just picked that up, but Billy took a fancy to it. It looks like it got stuck on the spice and he couldn't get it off. And it's a little jacket and little pants. And those are pants and those are chaps, and that's what a poncho's up there. Aha, a poncho. I'm sure it looks cool, but the name is silly. I'm going to the police department. I'm not very sure where I am. No, you're very helpful. Poor Ashworth. You got going to a tough world and what with those roommates, and even the defenders cheer just past December. And there was that business with him not reading that officer's report and about the kid in the police department, right? And the police was right about that, but I can't help but think, and someone at the police department doesn't like Ashworth. Oh. We keep saying we should go to the evidence room, maybe. Hello there, hard to make out, but there are some dark red stains here. Looks like blood. Have you seen the Tetegomas blood somehow got this when he got stabbed? Not likely, and this blood looks like it's been there for months, maybe longer. And this jar was evidence in the SL9 incident, and that might be the blood I got on it. Maybe that's what was, yeah, maybe that's what we were missing. Hace visto el Tetegomas indica, dice everything cars hidden.